गुड मॉर्निंग स्टुडंट्स. कसे आहात? मजेत ना? आज आपण प्रॅक्टिस सेट 2.2 सुरू करत आहोत. सो वी आर ऑलरेडी लर्न प्रॅक्टिस सेट 2.1 of the 9th standard maths work. Okay, so in this practice set 2.1 we are learn all the problems. Then we are going to start practice set 2.2. So the practice set 2.2's first problem is showing to you. So in this practice set 2.2 all the problems are theoretically, means there is only we are assume and we are consider that and it is according to that, means it is not calculated by mathematically. Okay, and whatever you want to prove that or show that can be shown by the indirect method. So what do you under meaning of the indirect method? Indirect method means what? Indirect method means whatever they are said, we are consider opposite to that. Suppose here is, see what they are said. Show that 4 root 2 is an irrational number. They are said 4 root 2 is an irrational number. So you want to prove that it is the 4 root 2 is an irrational number. So when you are solve this problem by the indirect method, then you are assume opposite of irrational. So what is the opposite of irrational? Can you know that? Yeah, the opposite of irrational is rational. Your answer is correct, rational. Okay, so 4 root 2 is an irrational number, that you want to prove that. So we are consider what is given, that opposite we are consider. So 4 root 2 is an irrational number, so irrational opposite is the rational. So we are assume that 4 root 2 is a rational number. See, here is we are assume, let us assume that 4 root 2 is a rational number. Assume means consider, you have consider that. Now some of the students are confused. What is assume? Assume means you have consider that 4 root 2 is a rational number. Why we are considering this a rational number? Because there is, they want to show irrational. So whatever they want to show, we can consider opposite of that. So here is, so we can find co-prime integers are a and b. So and a and b is not equal to 0. B is not equal to 0. So here is 4 root 2 is equal to a upon b. 4 root 2 is equal to a upon b. Means that is given to you. Here is 4 root 2 is equal to a upon b. So b is not equal to 0 means it is a, what is it? It is a rational number. B is not equal to 0. That means that it is a rational number. So 4 root 2 is your considered rational. A upon b is rational. So here is, this b is a denominator. That b denominator is divided to a. Okay, this b denominator is divided to a. But when that b go across, it can be multiplied. So b multiplying 4 root 2. So here is I write b multiplying 4 root 2 is equal to what? A. Okay, then what can we do? Then square both sides. So here is, we can do the square of the sides. Square of side means, see what is here? A. So a square is square both sides, this side and this side. So we are doing the square of a. So a square is a square. Are you understand? If some of the students are confused, we will start from that. See, 4 root 2 is an irrational number that you want to prove. So what they want to prove? Irrational. So you are assume that opposite of that. So opposite of irrational is rational. Okay. So let us assume that 4 root 2 is a rational number. Then rational means what? A upon b, and b is not equal to 0. So such a way they are considered a and b, but b is not equal to 0. So b is not equal to 0, so it is a rational number. So a upon b is equal to another rational number. We are considered that is rational number 4 root 2. This b is divided a. When that b go across, it can be multiplied. So b is multiplying 4 root 2. So here is we get b multiplying, here is no sign, means multiply 4 root 2. So that is right into the bracket, is equal to a. So if problem is kept as it is not possible to solve the problem ahead. So what can we do? we can do the square of both sides. Okay, so what can we do? So if this problem is kept as it is, b in bracket 4 root 2 means b multiplying 4 root 2 is equal to n, then it is not possible to solve. So I want to solve the sides, two sides, so I am doing the square of both sides because it is the equation. Equation means whatever you do, you are doing both sides. So here I want to do the square. Why I want to do the square? Because this root 2 can become out of the surds. So first a square is equal to a square, means this is the a, that square we are doing, so here is a square. B is the b square is b square. Then it is the 4 square is 16. Okay, some of the students if don't understand 32, so I am explain it how can you get 32. So this 4, so this 4 square is 16. How it is 16, 1 6, and root 2 square is 2. So 16 2 is 32. 32 b square. Are you understand how you can get 32 b square? If some of them don't understand, I again explain. Square of this bracket, first b square, so I write here b square. Then 4 square is 16. 4 square is 16. Are you understand? Then root 2 square is 2. So 16 2 is 32. So 32 b square. So here is I write 32 b square. 32 b square is equal to a square. That when we get you by square both sides. Then what can you do? This 32 is multiplying. Okay, this 32 is multiplying. When that go across, it can be divides. So 32 is multiplying b square. So when that 32 go across, it can be divided. So a square upon 32. We are getting that a square upon 32. So since 32 divides a square, so 32 divides a as well as, so we can write a is equal to 32c, where c is a integers. So what they are saying, 32c, how can you get c? This is the b square. So you know that a upon b is equal to b upon c. This is the equations here. A upon b is equal to b upon c. Then what you get? B square is equal to ac. Such a way, here is we are getting b square. So b square is equal to ac. So here is written that a is equal to 32c. Okay, so we are again doing the square of both sides. So a square is a square. This a square is a square. 32 up in bracket c. So 32 in bracket c square. Means again we have square both sides. Because a is equal to 32c, it is not possible to solve this. How can we get c? Are you understand? C, a upon b is equal to b upon c. Then cross multiplication, b into b square. B square is equal to AC. So here is b square is equal to AC. So that value, b square value, are getting here 32c. So a is equal to 32c. So square of both sides, so that a square you get a square. 32 and 32c bracket square. So here is we are doing square of both sides. So first equation, what you get, 32b square is equal to 32 into 32c square. Are you understand how can you get 32 twice? Because here is right 32c bracket square. Are you understand? Because a square is equal to what? 32b square. If you want to see, you can go back and see each and every steps again and again. See, here is a square is equal to what you get, 32b square. Okay, so here is you are put the value here, that a square instead of a square is we are right 32b square. Then this 32c bracket square. So a square value here is substituted 32b square. Anyone doubts? How can we get 32b square? Anyone doubts? See, this is the a square value, that is the 32b square. Then 32c bracket square. So 32c bracket square means what? 32 square we are doing. So 32 into 32. And this multiply c bracket square, so c square. Okay, so see here what can we get here. So this 32 is multiplied, go across, divide. So this 32 cancel. So what is remains? B square is equal to 32, c square is remain. Okay, so this 32 is multiplying c square. When that go across, it can be divided. So this 32 multiplying c square, that go across divide. So c square is equal to what you get? B square upon 32. Anyone doubt? C. C square is equal to 32 c square. So 32 is multiplying here. Go across, divide. So 32 b square upon 32. What is remains? C square. So c square is equal to b square upon 32. That you get here. Since 32 divides b square, so 32 divides b also. Means 32 divides b square. See, it is the denominator 32 and numerator is b square. So who is the denominator that is multiplying to, sorry, that is divide to numerator. See, 32 is denominator and b square is the numerator. So who is the denominator that is divide to numerator? So 32 divides b square. So if 32 divides b square, that means that 32 divides b also. So 32 divides both. First equation here, see, it is divided by a, and then here is it is divided by b. So a and b have at least 32 as a common factor, but it contradicts that a and b have no common factor. We are considered that if it is a rational number, then there is no common factor. So it is no common factor other than 1. Other than 1 means there is only one common factor is 1. But here is you are getting two factor, which is that a and b. So whatever you are consider contradictions, these words, if you are look like very bigger number, if you don't understand the contradictions, so then you are right here. This suppose that the whatever you consider is wrong. For what you consider 4 root 2 is a rational number is wrong. 4 root 2 is an irrational number. I am already explain you when the exercise start. This exercise is full totally theoretically, and here is when you are said it is rational, then there is a common factor is only one number. But here is we are see the common factor is a also, b also, other than 1 except 1. So here is 4 root 2 is a rational we are consider, that is wrong, it is irrational number. Then we are going to learn another problem. See, prove that 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. So you just solve the same problem in the problem number first. So you understand what can I consider here. What can I consider? Can anyone say to me? What can I consider here? Can you gauge in your mind? See, what they are said 3 plus root 5 is irrational number that you want to prove. But when you start the problem, I am already explained in the first problem, what you want to prove, you can consider opposite to that. So what you want to prove? Irrational number. So what is opposite of irrational number? Rational number. So what you consider? Well, consider that 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. See, let's assume, means consider. Let's assume that 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Why you are considered as a rational number? Because we want to prove that irrational number. So if you want to prove the rational number, then we can consider it irrational. But here is in proof we want to consider it irrational number. You want to prove that. So irrational opposite is rational. So let us assume that 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Okay. So that is the common things. It is also common things. So a and b we are considered it is the co-prime number, and b is not equal to 0. So b is not equal to 0. So a upon b is a what? Rational number. So here is same thing, same copy paste only. 3 plus root 5 is equal to a upon b. So a upon b is a rational number. Why it is a rational number? Because this b is not equal to 0. So it is a rational number. Anyone doubts? See, this is the a upon b. It is a rational number we are consider. Why? Because this b is a denominator. That denominator b is not equal to 0. See, here is consider. So it is a rational number. And 3 plus root 5 we are consider rational. So I write here 3 plus root 5 is rational. Rational is equal to rational. It is possible. Rational is equal to rational. So 3 plus root 5 is equal to a upon b. Then what can we do? See, this is the plus 3. Here, look here. This is the plus 3. So when that plus 3 go across, it become minus. It become minus. So this root 5 remain as it is. A upon b. So this is the plus 3, go across minus 3. So root 5 is equal to a upon b. Out here see 3 plus root 5 rational, a upon b rational, because b is not equal to 0. Then this 3 is positive, when that go across negative. So a upon b minus 3. Okay, so these 3 going across, so what is remains here? Root 5. So root 5 is kept as it is. Root 5 is equal to a upon b minus 3. Root 5 is equal to a upon b minus 3. So here is a upon b minus 3 is a rational number and a and b are the integers. So root 5 is also a rational number. So but this contradicts that fact, the root 5 is not a rational number. Why? Because root 5 square root we don't know. Whatever be the square root of root 5, suppose root 36, you can say the square root of root 36 6, 36 6, root 49 7, root 64 8, means you can easily say the square root of that number, so it is a rational numbers. But root 5 is equal to a upon b minus 3. A upon b minus 3 is a rational number, but root 5 is not a rational number, it is an irrational number. We cannot know the square root of root 5, so it is irrational number. So irrational number is equal to rational number, not possible. So whatever we consider is wrong. So 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Simple. Then we are going to learn problem number another. Represent the number root 5 and root 10 on a number line. So this is already learned you in 8th standard, that how to represent the root 5 and root 7 and root 10 or root 2 on a number line. See, this is a number line we are consider. Okay, so first I can draw and afterwards I will explain you. See, how can you draw the root 5 here? So first here you take 0 or O point. Okay, O point. So from that O point you take 2 centimeter segment. Here the OA, suppose here is you give name A, suppose OA is equal to 2 centimeter. So here is you are take OA is equal to 2 centimeter. Here is give A and this distance is 2 centimeter. And here you can draw 1 centimeter segment, perpendicular segment. This is the BA is equal to 1 centimeter. So you can draw 1 centimeter perpendicular segment on line L, means BA perpendicular L, it is 1 centimeter. So see, it is a perpendicular, so here is forming 90 degree angle. Okay, here is forming 90 degree angle. Okay, so if it is 90 degree, then with help of PGT we can find out the hypotenuse. So see, this is the 2, here is the given 2. So 2 square is equal to what? 4. Plus this is the 1 square is equal to what? 1. So 4 plus 1 is equal to what? 5. So what is the square root of 5? Root 5. So here is right, OB is equal to root 5 and this can be indicated here. Do you understand how can draw these diagrams? If someone don't understand, then again I explain it into the Marathi. बघा आपल्याला रूट 5 काढायचा नंबर लाईन वर. मग रूट 5 जर नंबर लाईन वर काढायचा असेल तिथे ओ पॉइंट घ्यायचा आहे आणि या ओ पॉइंट पासून OA हा आपण 2 सेंटीमीटरचा काढायचा आहे. बरोबर आहे. OA हा 2 सेंटीमीटरचा काढायचा, म्हणजे OA 2 सेंटीमीटर होईल. नंतर BA वरती हा BA जो आहे, BA हा परपेंडिक्युलर काढायचा. कोणावरती परपेंडिक्युलर काढायचा? रेषा L वरती परपेंडिक्युलर काढायचा. बरोबर. माझा परपेंडिक्युलर असल्यामुळे इथे 90 डिग्रीचा अँगल होईल. बरोबर आहे. इथे 90 डिग्रीचा अँगल होईल. मग 90 डिग्रीचा अँगल झाला तर युजिंग PGT वापरायचं. मग OA स्क्वेअर 2 स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू 4, BA square 1 square is equal to 1, 2 square 4 plus 1 5. So we can take the square root of 5. What is the square root of 5? Root 5. So here is root 5. मग अशा आपण root 5 काढलो बघा. 2चा स्क्वेअर केला 4 आला. अधिक आपण हायपोटेन्यूज PGT वापरतो. PGT मध्ये काय? OB स्क्वेअर बरोबर इज इक्वल टू काय? OA स्क्वेअर प्लस BA स्क्वेअर. So OA square is equal to 2 square plus BA square is equal to 1 square. 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1, 4 plus 1 5. So taking square root, OB is equal to root 5. So here is you are in draw the root 5. कळलं? अशा root 5 draw केली. Then another problem we want to draw here root 10. So first we can draw number lines and then I will explain you how can I get root 10. See, so you take OA, this is the OA. So you are take from this O point, and from O point you take 3 centimeter distance, and where is the 3 centimeter distance completed? At that point give name A. So here is I give name A, and this OA is equal to 3 centimeter. Okay, OA is equal to 3 centimeter, and this is the RA is perpendicular. This is the RA is perpendicular. Here is A, consider A. So this is the RA is perpendicular on number line L. So RA is equal to 1. So it is the triangle RAO. So this is the triangle RAO. In that RAO triangle is a right angle triangle. So we are using PGT. So we are using PGT. So hypotenuse RO. So RO square is equal to OA square plus RA square. OA square plus RA square. OA 3 square. RA 1 square. 3 square is 9. 1 square is 1. 9 plus 1 10. Taking square root of OR. OR square root. So what is it? OR. So 10 square root 2. So here is OR is equal to root 2. Okay. OA is 3. 3 square is 9. RA is 1. 1 square is 1. 9 plus 1 10. So we are taking square root of that 10. So you are get OR is equal to root 10. Such a way you are getting root 10, and that is shown hypotenuse. Then again you are intersect this curve, and here is indicate the root 10. आता हेच पुन्हा मी मराठीत सांगतो की पहिल्यांदा एक नंबर लाईन काढायची आहे. बरोबर आहे? तुम्हाला समजण्यासाठी मराठीत सांगतोय की एक नंबर लाईन काढा, म्हणजे एक रेषा काढा सरळ. नंबर लाईन म्हणजेच रेषा काढा सरळ. रेषा काढल्यानंतर रेषेला ओ बिंदू नाव द्या, आणि ओ बिंदू नाव दिल्यानंतर ओ पासून 3 सेंटीमीटर वरती ए बिंदू घ्या. म्हणजे इथे नाव काय द्याल तुम्ही? ए बिंदू. ओके. मग ओ पासून 3 सेंटीमीटर अंतरावरती ए घ्या. मग इथे नाव द्या ए. मग हे OA झालं आपलं 3 सेंटीमीटर. OA किती झालं? 3 सेंटीमीटर. त्याच्यानंतर काय करा? RA परपेंडिक्युलर काढा. कोणावरती? L वर. परपेंडिक्युलर काढला RA ची लांबी 1 ठेवा, 1 सेंटीमीटर. मग आता या ठिकाणी काय झालं? हा परपेंडिक्युलर असल्यामुळे 90 अंशाचा कोन झाला. मग इथे ट्रायंगल RAO, हा ट्रायंगल RAO राईट अँगल ट्रायंगल झाला. मग ट्रायंगल RAO राईट अँगल ट्रायंगल. सो वी आर युजिंग PGT. So PGT means what? Hypotenuse square. So which is the hypotenuse? RO. So RO square. So RO square is equal to OA square plus RA square. So here is OR square remain as it is. OA is equal to 3 square plus RA is equal to 1 square. 3 square is equal to what? 9. 9 plus 1 10. So square root of OR square is what you get? OR. So 10 square root you don't know. So we can write there root 10. इथे आपल्याला काय घेतलं? रूट 10 भेटलं. मग आता काय करायचं? कंपासचं टोक राउंडरचं पॉईंट O वरती ठेवा, आणि लीड पॉईंट R वरती ठेवा, आणि R काढा. हा R जिथे इंटरसेक्ट करेल तिथे रूट 10 नाव द्या. एवढं सिंपल आहे. एनीवन डाउट्स इन दिस टू? राइट एनी 3 रॅशनल नंबर्स. राइट एनी 3 रॅशनल नंबर्स बिटवीन द नंबर्स. So remember that there are so many numbers we can write between two numbers as rational numbers. Okay, so means there is so many numbers writing possibility here. 0.3 and minus 0.5. So there is so many possibilities of answer. You can write so many answers, and each and every student's answer is different. Because if some of the students are started such way 0.3001, then 0.3002, such a way you can write so many numbers how much you want. So see, 0.3 and minus 0.5. So which is the smaller number? 0.5 is the smaller number. So we are started from 0.5. So see, 0.5 before number 0.4. Okay, 0.5 before number 0.4. 0.4 before number 0.3. 0.3 before number you can write here minus 0.2. Minus 0.2 before number you can write minus 0.1. Minus 0.1 before number 0. then 0.1, then 0.2. Such a way means here you can write so many numbers. आता हेच मी मराठीत सांगतो की हा 0.3 आणि -0.5 याच्यामध्ये त्यांनी रॅशनल नंबर लिहायला सांगितले. तर कोणत्याही दोन नंबरमध्ये आपण कितीही रॅशनल नंबर लिहू शकतो, त्याला काही मर्यादा नाही. आणि हे रॅशनल नंबर आपण लिहिताना त्याची उत्तरं प्रत्येकाची वेगवेगळी येऊ शकतात, हे लक्षात घ्या. मग आता इथे आपल्या दिलेल्या नंबरमध्ये आपण कम्पेअर केलं 0.3 आणि -0.5. तर इथे लहान कोण आहे -0.5, म्हणून -0.5 पासून सुरुवात करायची. मग -0.5 च्या अगोदरचा नंबर कोणता आहे बाळांनो? -0.4, म्हणून मी इथे -0.4 लिहिला. -0.4 च्या अगोदरचा नंबर कोणता आहे बाळांनो? -0.3. बरोबर आहे. आता आपल्याला तीनच नंबर लिहायचे आहेत, म्हणून मग आता हा +0.3 आहे. या +0.3 च्या अगोदरचा नंबर कोणता आहे? 0.2. So these are the three numbers, but you can write another numbers also here. Remember that. Then here is the another problem, -2.3 and -2.33. Okay, so here is -2.3, here is 3, means another number is 3. So we can start from here 0, or you can start from 1 also. Okay, so they are start from such a way 1. So -2.310. If you are taken 0 or not taken 0, no problem. If you are taken -2.31, okay, remember that. -2.31, then -2.32, here is -2.310, -2.320, and which number is here? That is the -2.33. So there is a rule in mathematics: if the third digit is 5 or greater than 5, then first one number is added before numbers. Okay, so here is -2.3 that you go convert into -2.33. So you are right between these numbers. So there are so many numbers between. So we can start from -2.310, म्हणजे 310. So -2.310, -2.320, 1 converted into 20. Then if the third digit is 5 or greater than 5, you can take anything. 5 take or greater than 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever you want, you can take it. Okay, so -2.30. After that you can take on -2.325. So if the third digit is 5, then we can add one number before numbers, that is the 32 plus 1, 33. So here is we are getting that number. बघा, -2.3 आणि -2.33 याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला रॅशनल नंबर लिहायला सांगितलेले आहेत 3. पण इथे रॅशनल नंबर 3 काय आपण भरपूर लिहू शकतो रॅशनल नंबर. मग यामध्ये आपण कसं लिहिणार? तर इथे 3 आहे, बरोबर आहे. मग 3 1 म्हणजे 31, 32 आणि मग 33 येतं. हे तर आपल्या लक्षात आहे. म्हणून आपण इथे आता 310 पासून सुरू केलं. -2.310, -2.320 आणि 1 नंतर काय घेतलं आपण? 20. आता या 20चं रूपांतर 33 मध्ये व्हायला पाहिजे, म्हणून इथला जो थर्ड डिजिट्स आहे हा 5 घ्या किंवा 5 पेक्षा मोठा घ्या. म्हणून आपण इथे 5च घेतला, -2.325. समजा इथे एखाद्या मुलीने 6 घेतलं चालेल, 7 घेतले चालतील, 8 घेतले चालतील, 9 घेतले चालतील, कळलं? कारण गणिताच्या नियमानुसार 5 आणि 5 पेक्षा मोठा अंक असेल तर अगोदरच्या संख्येत 1 मिळवतात. त्यामुळे 32 मध्ये 1 मिळवलं तर किती येईल? 33, की जे आपल्याला इथे पाहिजे -2.33. कळलं? त्यामुळे हे रॅशनल नंबर लिहिणं खूप सोपं आहे. इथे -2.3 आहे आणि नंतर आपल्याला 3 मध्ये रूपांतर करायचं आहे. मग 3, मग 31, 32 आणि मग 33 येतं. हे तर आपल्याला माहिती आहे. मग आता इथे 310 घेतले आपण, -2.310, -2.320. आता इथला थर्ड डिजिट 5 पाहिजे किंवा 5 पेक्षा मोठा पाहिजे, म्हणून इथे आपण 5 घेतला. तुम्ही 6 घेऊ शकता, 7 घेऊ शकता, 8 घेऊ शकता, 9 घेऊ शकता, बरोबर आहे. मग -2.325. आता इथे 5 घेतलं किंवा त्याच्यापेक्षा मोठा नंबर घेतला तर फायदा काय होतो? तर अगोदरच्या नंबरमध्ये 1 मिळवता येतो, म्हणजे हा 5 कॅन्सल करणार आणि 32 मध्ये 1 मिळवणार, 33. आणि इथे पण काय आहे? 33च. त्यामुळे या दोघांमधले नंबर हेच आहे. आता थर्ड डिजिट्सकडे जाऊ आपण. 5.2 आणि 5.3. माझा 2 आणि 3 याच्यामधले नंबर्स आपल्याला याच्यात, म्हणजे 21, 22 आणि मग कुठला होतो तुमचा? 23. ओके, सो हिअर इज 3. सो सी, here is 5.2. So 5.2 म्हणजे 5.21. So here is the right 5.21, 5.22, 22, 5.23, नंतर 5.34 पण येऊ शकतो, 5.34, 5.2 आणि 5.3 याच्यामधले आपल्याला नंबर लिहायचे आहेत. आता इथे बघितलं तुम्हाला काहीच नसायचा फरक, पण आहे याच्यामध्ये आपण किती नंबर लिहू शकतो. मग आता इथे 21 केलं म्हणजे 5.21, 5.22, 5.23, 5.24, 5.25. जेव्हा 5.25 लिहू तेव्हा तिथे दुसरा डिजिट 5 आहे म्हणून अगोदरच्या याच्यात 1 मिळवणार म्हणजे तो 5.3 होणार. बरोबर आहे. त्यामुळे इथे आपण किती नंबर लिहू शकतो, 5.21, 5.22, 5.23, 5.24, 5.25 आणि 25 म्हणजे 5 आहे म्हणून 2 मध्ये 1 मिळणार म्हणजे 5.3. कळलं. या पद्धतीने हे नंबर लिहितो आपण. आता 4.5 मायनस 4.5 सेम कंडिशन आहे इथली. या पद्धतीने मायनस 4.5 अँड मायनस 4.6. सो here is 51 minus 4.51 minus 4.55. here is they are taken 55. इथे 52 पण घेऊ शकता, 53 पण घेऊ शकता. बघा इथे काय काय घेऊ शकाल तुम्ही, मायनस 4.51 मायनस 4.52 मायनस 4.53 मायनस 4.54 मायनस 4.55 minus 4.56. okay, so if the second number is 5 or greater than 5, so you can add one number there. So if you are taken minus 4.56, then you can add one number here, so it becomes 4 minus 4.6. कळलं. म्हणजे याच्यामध्ये आपण कितीही नंबर लिहू शकता. म्हणून याचं जे आन्सर आहे हे प्रत्येकाचं वेगवेगळं येईल. that you are noted. See, the above problem have many solutions. Student may write solution other than given ones. So means whatever be I write answer except that, म्हणजे या व्यतिरिक्त स्टुडंट अजून याची उत्तरं लिहू शकतात. म्हणजे काय लिहू शकतात कारण ते पॉसिबल आहे म्हणून. आता कसं सांगितलं होतं बघा ना, ते तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं मायनस 0.5 आहे. मग मायनस 0.5 च्या अगोदरचा मायनस 0.4 आहे, मायनस 0.3 आहे, त्याच्यानंतर मायनस 0.2 लिहिणार, मायनस 0.1 लिहिणार, नंतर 0.1 लिहिणार, 0.2 लिहिणार, 0.2 नंतर मग 0.3 येतं. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे जसं आपल्याला पॉसिबिलिटी भरपूर आहे याच्यामध्ये, त्यामुळे याची उत्तरं जी आहेत ती चेंजेबल असणार आहेत, होतील. फक्त तुम्ही एवढंच लक्षात ठेवायचं कारण त्याचा नियम की जेव्हा आपल्याला याचं कन्व्हर्शन करायचं असेल, जसं इथे आता 2 आहे त्याचं 3 मध्ये रूपांतर करायचं असेल, तिथे थर्ड डिजिट जो आहे तो 5 किंवा 5 पेक्षा मोठा नंबर घ्यायला लागेल. म्हणजे तो म्हणजे त्याचं रूपांतर मोठ्या नंबरमध्ये होतं, म्हणजे 32चं 33 मध्ये होईल. कारण 5 घेतलं तर अगोदरच्या ह्याच्यात 1 मिळवणार म्हणून 33. कळलं. आता इथे पण बघा 5.2 अँड 5.3 आहे. मी इथे तुम्ही पाय जोडा 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 आलं म्हणजे अगोदरच्या ह्याच्यात 1 मिळवा म्हणजे 2 मध्ये 1 मिळालं 5.3. तसे याच ठिकाणी पण मायनस 4.50 मायनस 4.51 मायनस 4.52 मायनस 4.53 मायनस 4.54 मायनस 4.55 55 आलं. थर्ड डिजिट 5, सेकंड डिजिट 5, अगोदरच्या नंबरमध्ये 1 मिळणार मायनस 4.6. okay, such way you are getting answers are different answer. I hope that all of the students are understand what I taught to you. So you like this channel, subscribe this channel. You already subscribe the channel, then please share this video with your friends which are having a 9th standard in our school or different school. So please share this video with your friends and say to them subscribe it. Stay home, stay safe. Bye. Have a nice day.